Thank you.
We had a big wind gust earlier. And it blew our mats up like crazy. Like it blew like most of these mats.
Happened before. They expand from the heat when the wind is coming. We're almost ready to start, yes? Do you know maybe Frederick Priska?
I don't know about Frederick with Pushkin Buddhas, and I think they have not been back yet. I haven't seen them arrive, but I'm not sure.
Okay, it's good we're here.
I don't know.
Okay. We're waiting on Kasha, but we might as well line up. Yeah. 3, 5, 6.
I might take it a bit easy. I'm not 100% yet.
Everybody. It's defense against weapons, but
Yeah.
what can I do with them?
Oh, you can do everything. Everything.
Yeah, you think they're
Basics.
defense against weapon? Yeah, it's playful. It's just like not. Keep it playful. Keep it playful.
Always. No. But like this morning was good. No?
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
Frederick, he was saying that he's not coming to the middays because of his exam, but afternoon, I don't know.
Should I wait for Kasha?
She can join.
Okay. Okay. Guys, almost ready to start. Let's line up. We welcome everybody on the live stream, and thank you everybody for joining. Stand straight and bow. So this afternoon class is about weapons. For the first part, we're going to do defense against weapons. For the second part, Buddha-san is going to come and take over and teach you your weapon routines. Okay? We always start with a little warm-up, but we wait for Kasha to join us, and we can start. Yes, come in. Okay. Loosening your joints, starting with the ankle, rotating around the ankle. And change directions. And change legs. And the other direction. Good. Hands on your knees. Loosen up your knees, forwards and back. Try to stand upright. It's your knees and your ankles. And then you can go around on both directions. Good. Stand upright, rotating around the straight spine. Okay, you can loosen up your arms and every time look right behind you. Lucky enough, you have a nice view. Look right behind you. Enjoy the view. And go side to side over the head. Good. With the right foot in front, rotate. Start forwards and then back. And change legs, change sides. Start single hand forward. And backwards. Good. And back to a neutral stand. Just your neck. Start side to side. Forwards and back. And 360 all the way around. And alternating sides in your own time so that you don't get dizzy. Okay, good. Nice and loose. We're going to do some core exercises. Not too much, but we start with a plank. So, plank position. Something against the plank. Yeah. So, try to wrap your fingers open, your shoulder blades wide apart. Try to avoid your back going up or down. It's just very straight. Engage the core. Need to feel the core. Yeah. Yes, if you feel comfortable there, go forwards and back. Up and down. Yeah. Mostly try to keep straight. And relax. Shake out your hands and go again. Okay. Try slowly, one hand at a time. Go to an elbow plank. So go down on your elbows. Try to make sure your core is engaged, but not the rest of the muscle. So not unnecessary tension. If you see my neck is loose, my arms are loose, it's the core. It's really a core exercise. Good, 10 seconds. You can do it, you can do it. Selena, did you count 10 seconds? Okay, when you're ready, stand. Okay, good. Shake out a little bit, and we're gonna go right into it. So, defense against weapons. Today we're gonna focus on the stick, defense against stick. That's very different than defense against a knife. So that's an impact weapon. It's not a blade. It's a completely different way of handling the situation. So as for impact weapon, where would be the maximum impact? Because the impact is not distributed very equally. I'm not going to hit you at all. I'm just asking you a question. Where would be the most dangerous hit and the maximum impact? If I hit, don't worry, if I hit here, here, or there, What's the most dangerous? First one. The energy goes to the end of the weapon, here. Bam. If I'm here, it's just like I'm hitting with the hand. There's no leverage. There's almost no leverage. So it comes, the swing comes actually from the elbow. The weapon is loaded and down. Basically, from the shoulder to the opposite hip. That's the line. So I want you all to grab a stick, first play with it, find the line. That's too long.
What?
That's way too long.
But I like the long.
You like too long? I apologize, it's way too long. Yeah, those are good. Okay, technically, I can swing from here or from here. Okay? This is quite easy to defend. Might get to it at the end of the class. Let's stick to that. Shoulder to hip. Just get the line. Send the energy to the end of the weapon. Don't focus on your wrist. Focus on where you want to hit. Yes. A few times on the right, few times on the left. Just find the line. From the shoulder, down. So it's diagonally in front of you. Here, same shoulder. Yes. Yes. Small. Here. Yes. So from there, trying to hit my collarbone. Okay, so we understand the weapon, the impact, and the distancing. The next important thing is timing. We're still not handling a severe attack situation. It's still against threat. If I want to hit Selena from here, it's not much. If I want to actually swing, I need to load the weapon up, right? I cannot hit from here, so I need to do that. As soon as she do that, yeah, that's the first thing. I took most of the options away. Even if she can swing from there somehow, it's close, it's not there, it's definitely not what she meant. Still dangerous, we still didn't disarm or anything like that, but just to get the idea. As soon as she, yeah, the wrist, okay? A good way to remember it, combat. What means combat? Combat. What does it mean? Combat. Okay. C-O-M-B-A-T. Counter on motion before attack time. Counter on the motion, not on the attack. So this is an attack. I don't wait for this. Yeah, sorry, it was too good. I don't wait for the attack. If I can, on the first motion, I react. Okay? So we're gonna just get the timing right. The weapon is there. As soon as you reload the weapon on the shoulder, take away all the options. She cannot attack from there. She needs to do something else. We changed the whole line. There is no more options for that. That's the best case scenario, okay? From here, it will just get harder and harder and harder to react. But if you can, and you see what's coming, and you're mindful of what's coming, you need to close the distance. Because if you let the weapon come at you, that's too much. You need to close the distance, okay? So from here, go. Yeah, that's the first thing I want, okay? Find a partner and get the timing. Timing and distancing. Thank you, Selena. I'll go around and try to give you some tips.
And I'll be the doctor.
Yeah, start here. Down, down, down. Here it's not a problem. Once she load the weapon on the shoulder, then you react. Yes. Can go faster and faster, build it up. Yes. Again? Yes, that's just a little bit too many steps.
Yeah. Get ready.
One step, here, one.
And go. Yeah.
One, only one. If it needs to be a little shuffle, it's okay.
Actually, I would be a little bit further because I would stick, so I wouldn't be so close to you. I'd probably be a little bit further away because I can actually hit you from a distance.
Yes? In actual situation, I believe, just if we're trying to make it realistic, if you really load the weapon to strike, it's going a little bit back. There is actually more time to react. This is a little bit,
Yeah,
because like we know what's coming.
Yeah.
But if you really mean it,
that's going back here.
it's going to be back there even. There's a lot of more time to react. And for you, you need to react with this hand.
Not this one.
Better this one.
The same.
Same.
Same on your own.
Yeah, the closer, the closer, the closer. Yes, the closer, the better. There was time for 3 strikes.
Slow.
Again? Okay.
I don't know why did you see that? Like I did this and then I did this.
Yes,
I see that.
yes.
I
You,
feel it. I mean, I don't see it. But
you anticipate, you anticipate, you anticipate and anticipate. Just wait for her move. It's just...
Yeah.
Ah, that was because of the camera. Again.
yeah, like,
Again. Okay. Let's make it easier, a little bit easier for you guys. This is what I told you to do because I want you to see the difference. I'm quick enough to react, even if we're neutral. So she's hands down, and I'm hands down. If she goes up, I know what to expect, and I did it a million times, so I can react really well. But actually, if I see what's happening, I'm like, whoa, I don't want to fight. Now the reaction time is shorter. I don't need to come from here, and I'm not going to stand like this if somebody's standing in front of me with a stick. Like, oh, yo, no. Hey! Now it's easier to react. Okay? So start from this position. You don't want to fight. You understand what can happen. You're trying to avoid it, but if it's imminent, then you go. Okay? Try it from fighting position. Yes, less little steps. Have you tried both right and left?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody tried right and left? So change who's striking. Yeah, okay, keep alternating.
Yeah. See? Nice.
White's better on this side. White's much better on this side.
We just switched, but it was same
You fixed it on the right side also?
did this with me. And,
without the stick. I just
and then for some
that.
reason,
It clicked. It's okay. Understandable. Yes. 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 Actually, in reality, bring the weapon up. If you really want to hit somebody, it will probably will get more momentum. You pull it more back, and there is more time to react. So the hand should be pretty much behind the shoulder line. That's the best case scenario. If it's coming forward, it's already an attack. So it's as far back as possible. Yes. And for you, maybe close the distance more. Shuffle. Selena, other hand. Other hand. Left, right. Yes. Ah.
I'm a little girl, and if the guy is because
I'm not very
really
tall.
taller, but if he put his hands,
Like Frederick.
yeah, I could. I have to jump.
Yes.
So
Then, well, this is just the beginning of the exercise.
Okay.
So, of course, if he'll bring his hand up, if you cannot go there, you will try to go there or there,
yeah,
but
so,
you're gonna
okay.
take
so
away.
I block the hand. If I can't,
If you,
I can't
yes,
touch the
this is the best case scenario.
yeah, but
This is
I can do like that.
as close as you can get,
Okay.
and as low as you can get under the weapon will be better. But we're starting with that because we're gonna follow up how to continue, how to disarm. So we better start from this position. Okay? Okay. So, salute your partner. So, let's say she loaded the weapon and I took it. If I just stay here, she's just gonna punch me in my face. So what I have to do? Punch first. Same time. So you're there, hands down, you're coming to me, the weapon comes up, same time. Palm strike to the face. Okay? Slow. I go there, in the same time, I go there. You could break the nose, you could just make contact. Now your opponent doesn't see anymore, chin goes up. Okay? We're not using any force. Any force. It's just psychology, speed, body mechanics. The hand goes up, take all the options. First you took the line, the distancing, now you took her eyes, and she's walking back already. Okay? Still keep it gentle. Same exercise, simultaneously block the side. At bare minimum, block the side. In the worst case, break the nose. Just don't break each other's nose just yet, okay? We still have 45 minutes, don't worry. You can break nose later. Good? Try. Yes. Master Ian's daughter.
Yeah, I was.
I think that's Freya, that's Master Ian's daughter.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, go. That's good, but truthfully, you're more likely to hit off the front foot and not off the back foot. Yes. Simultaneously means same time? Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Oh, once you make contact, careful. Once you make contact with the face, most of the times we don't have enough touch sensitivity. From here, any push will be too much. So what I'm doing actually, I keep stepping on my feet. Okay? I want you to feel the same effect, but this is a bit too dangerous. Okay? So if you swing a weapon on me, swing it on me, I go there, and I keep walking. I don't push the face. That's a little bit dangerous. You could, in reality, do. Yes? But for training, Okay? Just keep stepping. Just keep stepping. Thanks. Same for you. Swinging off the front foot. Careful, there's a tire behind you. Yeah, it can work the same. If she's already loaded, then you're anticipating the steps for the timing. But it's not going to be like this kind of situation. Or I need to load, or I need to step. Okay, now guys, for everyone with the same partner, same thing, just like I showed you guys. This is a little bit dangerous for training. In reality, I prefer that you break the nose and walk away. But for training purposes, as soon as you do that, I don't want to push my hand here. That's really aggressive. We cannot really control. So I just keep stepping. Keep stepping on my feet. Keep the control. Okay? It's more than enough. So same thing, keep moving forward. Thanks. Same thing, moving forward. Yes.
She's like waiting for my hand.
you're doing this. It's okay. If she don't come under the chin, she come under the nose, exactly the same. You don't need to prepare for that. Yes. Yes. And change over who's striking and who's defending if you haven't already. Yes, better. This is already good. Reaction time. Okay, from here, we got some level of control, but we still didn't disarm the weapon, or the person can still fight back. So there's several things that can happen, one of which is when she swings the weapon on me, and I go here, takedown. Oh, you didn't see this one coming. No, it's the first time for you. As soon as she loads the weapon, and I go in position, when I step forwards, trip the leg, try to make it a takedown. I don't want you to take each other down. I trust Selena, I can do it once to surprise her, but don't take each other down over and over again. The idea is, from here, she's stepping back. At some point, you see she's losing balance. I'm going to slip behind, and this continuous pressure, even if I slip, I'm still pressing forwards. Okay? Don't try to get the takedown, just try to get here, this position, when you know you could take the person down. Okay? Let's give it a go. Yes, just step behind. Sometimes it takes more than one step. Yes. 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 Yes, that's too good.
I remember, my body remembers the judo when I
The
was
judo,
young.
yeah, that's good.
It's good.
go behind me?
If it's from this side, yes. So I'm anticipating that the person would strike. Let's with the other leg. Let's try it again. Let's do it from this side. You hit me from this side so she can see. From here, I expect the person to strike from the front foot.
Yes.
And then I just step behind. Okay? When you start walking forward already, it's too many steps. It will be hard to step behind somebody that's stepping. Yeah? First step behind.
So first one here, and then when I start
Yes. So I'll show you something, just for fun. For this type of takedown, without the weapon, just to show you, if you do right foot forward,
Oh, I don't want to go down.
no, you're not going to go down. And we're here in this position. I'm not placing my leg there, and then I push from here. You see, she's not going to fall. Here, it's already. And then this,
Never good.
so this one, it's a half of a strike. Yeah? So we don't want to take her down, but I want you to feel like, okay, I could have. Good. Good. Technically, when you want to take someone down, let's right foot forwards, and we are in this position, right? I took this, and I took this. I'm not placing my leg there and then pushing him. I'm actually pushing him, and then I'm using my leg as a strike to the back leg. Then your heel, yes. So it's like a little strike. It's not a heel kick or something. It's muscle to muscle. I just want your heel to lose grip. Yeah. Yes, harder and lower. Ah. Yeah, okay.
past me. Bye-bye.
Okay, you tried both right and left?
Yes.
And you changed? Yeah? Okay, any questions? No? Another variation. This one is a little bit more technical and complicated, and it's about disarming the weapon. Okay? It's not easy to do, but this technique is being used often. Actually, it's really possible to apply. Let's break it down without the pressure of attack. If the hand goes up, you see this. Turn around to them, please. This looks like a figure 4. And I hold this one. Hit or no hit, I reach from under. And I change grip on the wrists. Okay? I could do a lot of things from here, a lot of damage from there. Not for now. Change hands, take the weapon.
Not for now.
Not this time. Again, now from here, she's gonna load. I'm going here. Ah, see? Reach under, change the grip, and take the weapon. Want to try?
Yes.
I will go over and help you with that. It's a little bit tricky. Yes, same. Same, yes.
Same thing.
No, first.
Yes, yeah. First.
This goes under. This goes under. Yes.
Are we still hitting the face?
You could, but next I will show you it's better to hit the body in this case. You want to be, yes, you're giving the weapon back. You're turning a bit close to him, here.
Okay.
Stay here. I want, see if you feel this. It's the shoulder, it's this. Yeah? Yes. Yes.
You know, it happens that you will drop the weapon.
I took it.
You took it?
Yeah, I took it from her.
That's why I want to show you that you feel it. You know, when you just like switch hands and take the weapons, normally I wouldn't do it.
Yes.
That's why you should like
Yes.
put it down.
Oh, sorry. I knew that was going to happen.
Just want you to feel that you understand. I don't want you to feel the pain, but I want you to understand the technique. From here, it's the shoulder that I'm trying to hurt. Here there is no more leverage to go back. So I'm doing this and then I'm taking the weapon. Otherwise, she will come forward with the weapon. So I'm still controlling the wrist, not with the left. Then I change from under, I change to the right hand grip, but all the time keep the wrist and try to pull the hand, her hand back. Let's try.
You're switching hands, yeah? So for example, I'm coming in with my left to block, same on same.
Yes,
I'm coming under with my right.
yes.
I'm switching.
In
Yes?
this case, yes, because I want you to disarm.
Yes.
If you can or you want to break the arm or the person, you can just apply force. But here, because it's technical, I want you to change hands
And just take
and just disarm. Because taking somebody down from here, that's very harmful. Good.
But we could ask for here.
Ask what?
Like if someone has like a huge arm and then you come in with your small arm.
Even huger than mine.
So, good question. Not funny, but good question.
I
Don't,
just wonder if like your fingers can be, I can wrap my
in this, if you feel it's too powerful, don't let go and stay with two arms. And then don't try to disarm the weapon, try to break the arm. So from here,
I love it.
it's like that. It's like that. If I'm going in and I'm changing, but one-on-one she's stronger than me, then I won't let go of this.
You just hold.
Yes, so if she hit on me, here, I'm not gonna let go of the first arm. I'm not gonna try to disarm because she's stronger. Just,
Because I'm stronger.
You drop it or not.
or knee will come into play.
Do this.
Yeah,
The behind
yeah.
citizen.
No, good question. Try again. Just try to make sure that you took all the options she had to attack. She cannot swing anymore. Maybe you didn't disarm the weapon fully, but she cannot swing anymore. Okay? Let's have a look again.
I mean, you have to get in under my arm, so you have to.
All of them. Choose one. Choose one technique and focus on it. Yes. Okay, now same thing. If the hand is big, strong, and you don't feel that you can manipulate, then don't try to disarm and don't even let go. Stay with two hands. Just stay with two hands. Yes, and just try to drop him back. Yeah.
No, you're fine. It's okay.
Yeah. And also, don't be too quick to step outside for a takedown. From here, I can do things from in front. When you're going too much to the side, you're left with one option only. Oh,
Not yet. No.
okay, good. Any questions? You want to, good. Give it another go. Try another. Okay. You know, we cannot edit it out. Okay, so this is still a very good scenario. You're standing in front of the person, and as soon as the weapon comes up, you took all the options away. Maybe you disarm, took down, maybe not, maybe just broke something here, but that's quite a good situation. What if an attack is already coming? Now we're working on a scenario. Give me a stick for a second. Now it's not from here to here. It's from here to there. Here to there. I still have a lot of space to work from, okay? I'm gonna treat this one as if she's not holding a weapon. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Come, hit me. See this? This is the block that I'm referring to. Some of you know it from Sam Chen. We do it double-handed in the routine. Here, just single hand. Swing is coming. Here. Now do it without the weapon. Come swing punch to my jaw. Same. It's the same line. When I try to slap someone, it's the same diagonal. Same, from the shoulder to the hip. Same line. So if she comes to slap me, I close the distance and I go inside. Same with the stick. Take you a few steps towards me so we have time to see it. No, I don't want to fight, but if I have to, I enter. The best entry, you do it again. You see this line? The elbow line. From the inside of her elbow, this is the line that I want to place my hand on, because her forward pressure from here works for me. So I'm trying to place my hand on the inner elbow and let it slide in. What I don't want is when I block, she hit on me and I block, my hand not straight. This is gonna continue into my head. So that's good for a free hand, but against the stick, you have to straighten your hand, close the distance. If you can perfectly get the elbow, this is depending sometimes on the height and speed of the swing. But technically, what you want to do from this position, look, I don't want to fight, don't do this, it's a mistake. Okay? Let's try that. Let's get the entry first. Oh, but now you're swinging. Swing forwards. Attack. Yes. Even step and attack. Yes. Maybe even better if you're less static and you're really coming at him. Then it gives him more time to react. Oh.
So is she just stopping it right now? That's all? Like that? Just that?
Pretty much, yes. So for the swing, I want it to be a little bit more loose and more comfortable for her to react. So take a few steps. Go like 1, 2, and now you have a lot of time to react. Yeah? Don't speed up. I want her to catch the good block. And for you, just straight hand. Yes. Even closer. Yes. Yes. It's very good, but you see when the elbow is still bent, it's getting stuck. There. You swing on me. And there. You see?
Yeah, so I have to stay
Straight. And let it slide in. Yeah, do it once again with me. Yes, better. It's good. Try left. Okay. It's not a, you do it with me slow. It's not a downward strike on the hand. Do it again. I'm sliding in. It's almost not clashy. I want it to slide in. So when my elbow will be bent, you hit, it will not slide in. It gets stuck. But that's the difference. Just lock the elbow in.
Okay.
Whoa. Again?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And just like the previous technique, what's the next step from here? Okay, I blocked, I saved myself, I counter. How do I counter best?
Take him down.
Still need to counter. Same time. Start with same time. Same time, but check this out. Wrap your hand around it. Wrap your hand around it. Now, even if she pulls the weapon, cannot stuck. Okay? Slowly, same technique. If you can hit same time, but make sure you're wrapping your arm around as tight as possible. Okay? From here, if you're here, any movement will be beneficial for you. One more time, this side so they can see. 1, 2. Simple enough? Make sense? Let's try. Oh, yeah, well, bang also.
No, but am I grabbing this right? How am I supposed to do it like this?
So I don't want it to hurt, but ideally this hand would slide it almost to my armpit, really tight. I can hurt this just from squeezing, as tight as possible. But be careful with it can manipulate the joint, so just go as close as you can.
Make sure you wrap it.
Yes. I think you can put more pressure on the rep. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes? Swing slowly on me. Just a second on me first. Do it on, do it on me once. The more I'm in, the easier it is to rep. He needs to pull the weapon so far that is maybe. There's another option that we will get to, that he swings, and I get it, but I'm not all the way in. I'm too far. That's different. I want to be here. Mm. Yeah, go. Yes. Okay, once you got that, same thing. If you got to the good position, you're here, keep walking. Keep walking, keep stepping. Step, 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 step. Yes, thank you. Yeah. For you, same thing. If you're in a good position, you swing the weapon on me. Do it on me. Once you're in a good position, keep stepping forward. Keep stepping forward. Yes, gently. And this can also turn into a takedown.
Because then you can just step behind.
Just timing. If you're aware of what's going on, maybe it can become a takedown also, but be careful. Excuse me for a second.
Yeah.
Some chain block. Yes, some chain. Stepping forwards. There you go. Good. Good. Yes. Okay, any questions so far? No? Okay. Let's look at another variation. Same technique, but slowly. Same thing. She swings on me. Some chain block. I'm in and I wrapped. If I'm good here all the way into the armpit, it's okay. But what if I'm a little bit late? I'm here. Then you can control the elbow. Okay, in this case, you will not go forward. Let's do it slow so we make sure I'm in the right position here. You see the elbow is between my forearm and this. Okay, because if I'm all the way in, I don't have leverage here. But if I'm here, the leverage is on the elbow and not the shoulder. Just turn your body. Make sense? Try. Let's try this one. Same technique, some chain block to enter. Try to hit simultaneously, wrap the arm, and yes. Oui. And now you, yes, exactly. Now, the difference is when you're in a good stance, and you just need to turn your hips. And you don't need to stepping too much. Yes. Yes. So typically, okay, do it again. Yes. The best case scenario, once you have this, I'm turning her there,
To the out.
there, and what she's gonna meet? Yeah? So in this case, you don't keep the palm strike there. You swing it. And then it's not, you see my body, it's not so much movement.
Right. Here, take it away, and then
Yep. And then this can be a chop, this can go to the eyes, this can...
Now you're good for the other technique.
Yes. And same thing, if you do that, and you swing her, you twist her, keep this hand up. Okay, so
Work around it.
this, yeah. Okay, guys, have a look for a second. If you swing on me, even without the stick, swing. Yes, I'm here, and I'm here. If I'm all the way in, I got the palm strike, I'm going forward. If I didn't got the palm strike, I'm quite far, then she's turning into my strike. And then if you look at my body, once I'm there, I'm just moving my hips forwards and back. Here, 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 twist into the strike. So it's really efficient, okay? It's not too much movement. Try to get it. It's okay, he deserves this.
I just
Hips, hips, turn the hips. Yeah, oh.
Here, just go slow. Yes, you want to be there, so my elbow is locked. And you can go into it.
Go back, go back, go back. Do it again, slow. Here, wrap, wrap. Yes, your elbow goes up, and her elbow is between your here. And now you turn the hips. Yes. So your forearm is applying pressure on her elbow. Yes. Once your forearm is applying pressure on her elbow, it's mostly body movement. Yes.
I understand what it is.
Turn the hips, yes. More from the hips than the arm. Maybe you need to pull your leg back. Try again. Yes, step back, step back. You need to step the right foot back and then, yes. Ah.
But also practice the palm strike as well. With the block.
Simultaneously palm strike.
Yeah, right. So. And then there you go.
If you're lucky, I just fall over your foot.
Okay. Any questions? No? Okay. Salute your partner. Big part of the reason why we train weapons is not because you're going to be facing a weapon. That's not always likely that you're going to be attacked with a weapon. But after you train with weapons and you see there's the same lines, now freehand fighting becomes so much more easier. Now if you come and you do this, he's going to do the same thing to me without a weapon, it's a game for me. Because I already can predict. Yeah, just because of psychology. Most people are right-handed, and most people are not trained. So they're very likely to do something like that. And I've been training against that for 7 years with weapons. So now it's just a hand coming at me. It's not a very serious situation. So the weapon training is harder. So free hand should be easier to actually apply. Okay? Good. One more thing. Now we're gonna look at an attack that is more aggressive. So it's not gonna be more aggressive. You already been through the hard part.
Okay.
Yes. We practice this, and then we practice this. But really, it might look like that. It's really coming. It's really coming. So if she's really coming at me, and she's going to try to swing at me, really don't stop. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. When a person is here, you don't have time. You cannot move out of the way, especially if it's here. There is no time. You need to do what you have to do. So also for this, she can do it single hand or double hand, and there is a technique how to disarm for each situation, but it all breaks down to step out. So if we start from static position, stay close to me, static, without running to me. My footwork is side, and then I try to swing the back leg so I'm almost parallel to her. Wanna run at me? Okay, you could do that. You could do, somebody's running at you with a weapon, ow, that's okay, but how do I continue from here? I'm not in contact, she still have the weapon, so I didn't do much. So I'm trying to, one time go out of the way and save myself, but second time stay close enough so I can have contact to continue from there. So before we rush into each other, start standing, just stand, like that, and try. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then we put it into motion. Okay? First without the weapon, and then against the strike. So I can do it from here, also with the strike. 1, 2. Okay? Start without the weapon, just the footwork, and then add that. Give it a go. Start without the weapon. Without, just footwork. Just footwork. Yes, so stand closer to each other. Stand closer to each other. This step is a 45-degree side step that we always use, but you follow it. That. So basically it's one step to save yourself, and the other one to completely go out of the way.
It's at the last second, though, right? Or like kind of like the last second-ish? It's like kind of like the last second-ish?
You're not going to have so many seconds.
Oh, I just thought that because like,
You're probably going to have 1 second. Yeah? Yes. Try first without even any strike or something, just understand the directions. I'm stepping sideways, but not completely to the side. 45 degrees to the side here. And then I'm going to now I'm parallel to you almost. Okay? So from here, 1, 2. 1, 2. Mm-hmm. Okay, now if you tried both sides, both you change whoever is, so try. Switch. You can switch. Yeah. For you guys, do it against the strike. You step in there.
Am I running at you?
Not yet. Yes. Where is the strike? It's okay to keep your hands up. It's okay to keep your hands up in any case. And try it with the weapon as well. Same thing, but with the weapon. So if she hits with the left, I'm stepping to my left.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
I'm stepping to my left.
That's your right, man. Your left is there. Oh. Okay, now try it with the momentum. So now give each other a few steps. By giving your opponent a few steps, you're actually giving him time to react. Maybe you can speed up a little bit, but it's up to you to not hit. You can speed up your footwork, but not the attack itself. Okay? Go, let's try. Selena, yes, thank you. Other side, other side. Other side. Ma'am, the other left. The other left. Other side. Other side. Yes. It's good. Yes. There is one thing that maybe from previous training, you're very side on, right? You're very side on. Just because of Kung Fu style, try to be more squared center. Very good. Make sure you're trying both sides and everybody tried right and left. That was from a different routine. Try again. Yes. Swing the weapon. Yes. Now see, be a little bit realistic and don't stop the strike here. See if the weapon swings, does it actually hit badly or she's out of the way really? Out of the way. You have to be careful. No, that's a bit far. Yes, for this case, far is good. If all you want to do is save yourself, it's okay. Far is okay. Okay, so one last thing. You don't have to succeed this one. It's quite more complicated. But on the same footwork, the exact same thing. If Selena is going to come, charge at me with a weapon, but she's really coming, same thing. I'm not just doing my footwork. From here, I'm connecting here, and as I spin, I'm connecting here. Okay, let's do it slow but smooth. I'm going to do my footwork to the right, and I connect on the wrist and on the neck. Okay? In reality, somebody is really going to come hard. Like, because of my forward momentum, she's gonna end up on the floor, okay? She's still coming slow, so she's somehow surviving that. But you try without the weapon, come fast at me, like with the feet, come fast with the feet. You swing. Yeah, without the weapon. Okay, so if you can apply the correct pressure, she would really end up on the floor. Be careful with that. You're just trying to connect on the right places. So the first time was just the footwork. 1, 2. But you see, I'm in range. I'm connecting on the wrist. I'm going to crane on the wrist. And then as I swing, I'm here. Okay? Just try to be in contact when you go out of the way. Let's give it a go.
I think so.
Yes. We can help you a little bit if you swing on me. Once I'm here, this will not help. It's like a crane. This can bring the pressure down, and this goes behind the neck. And then it's part of the motion. Yes. Just don't lose the balance, yeah? Keep the footwork. Yes, footwork. If you would spin out, you would, perfect. Spin out with the left. Same thing, spin out with the left. Same. That's really very good, very good. Very good, same. 1, 2. You see the left leg? Pull it back. The left. Yes. Do it me slow. You're doing the right foot, and you're trying from here. But, yeah, spin the left. Yes. Okay, guys, 5 last minutes. Mix up the techniques. There's always something that works better for you and will not work for others. So you have a few options. Or you're lucky, you catch. If you catch, you can hit, you can take down, or you can figure 4. You can some chain block, and then you can wrap or turn. Or, if it's hard, you can jump out of the way and see if you can keep contact. Go freestyle, give each other space, but I don't want to walk from here anymore. She will really come, and I will choose the technique that works best for me. Okay? Come. Okay? Go around, move around, give each other time, see which technique is working best for you. At this point, they're just trying to make sure nobody's getting injured.
Yeah, exactly. That's always good.
Yeah.
Do we need to?
I don't know. It happened again
Yeah.
during the instructor training. Who fixed it last time?
I don't know.
Because it was much better. This is the second option. No, yes.
Okay.
Oh, for the last technique? For the last technique, you're not grabbing.
What am I doing?
Show me. Hit on me. Here, I'm not grabbing.
Okay.
It's just my crane. It's my spin that's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, guys, good job, good job. Salute your partner. And put the weapons back, or unless you have any questions, if no, you can put the weapons back. And I'm gonna line up again, and I'm gonna give the class and the mic to Buddha-san. The second part of the class would be still on weapons, but not defense against weapon, but your weapon routine. Good? Straight. Bow. Good job, guys. Thank you. You're in good hands.
Thank you, Ophir. Hello, welcome everybody, especially those here and those online. So we're going to do weapons, and it's the beginning of the month, so we're going to start a new weapon, right? And we're going to do the staff. Yeah, exciting, right? So come on up, grab a stick, a long one here. Try to get one relatively straight.
I don't have a favorite yet.
It's okay, you can grab it. No need to be too harsh here, right? Unfortunately, the sticks do warp. It's Thailand, a lot of moisture. And I think you're going to want something bigger than that. You want it to at least be like at the top of your head, or a little bit above your eyebrows. That's below your eyes.
So no warm up of the plank just to make me cry?
What's that? No warm up? Oh, we can run around. Should we make her cry? We can run around.
Planks are like my enemy, but I understand what you mean. It's just that the plank like made I'm like, oh.
So, am I hearing you correctly? You want to do like a 10-minute plank? Is that what we're talking about here? All right.
That should be the challenge for you. Not 10 minutes.
Oh, so 15? 15-minute plank, just rotating around. Side plank, front plank, side, going from elbow to hands.
As long as you do it first to show.
Yeah, okay. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure to grab some water if you need some water right now, right? I know you guys are just coming from a busy class. So welcome those online. We're going to be working on the staff this whole month. This is kind of our training staff. It's a little skinnier. We have ones that are fatter that are actually more of a proper staff. But this is kind of easy in the beginning. And it can really help us to get this springy power through. You maybe can see that. You can see a little vibration there. This is ultimately what we're trying to do. It's a lot easier in this than it is in the thicker ones. So it can be a nice kind of practicing and gets us a little bit motivated and excited. You start feeling that vibration. You're like, ooh, all right, I can do that. That's fun, right? So getting into that, there's a few things we want to focus on first, just some technical points. Left hand, right? So let's put it in front of us. Left hand, palm facing down. Right hand, palm facing up. Right? So they're opposite of each other. And you're pretty much going to maintain this through the whole thing. Right? The other thing we want to think about is whatever side we're striking to, if I strike to the left side, my left hand is up against my body. And specifically, it's at that Qing Ming spot. Right? So try to go to the left side now. No, the left side. So this is the left side. If I'm here, I'm actually the right side. So if I was going to do the right, it would be like that. So I'll describe that in a minute. But first, the left side, we want to have, whatever we're striking, we want to have our elbow length away. So look at your left hand in relationship to the end. Your left hand, yep, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we want it to be that far away. You want it, so your elbow is pretty much at the end. So we're not here because this doesn't give us the right amount of leverage. And then we're also not here because, one, we're taking away the advantage of a long item if we're doing this, and we're not going to be able to really get any power through that. You know, now it's a short stick. So that one of the advantages of the staff is the fact that we can keep the distance from somebody, right? And this could be a walking stick. It could be all sorts of things. It could be just a tree limb. It could be, a rake, a broom, any kind of situation. If we were in a real life situation where we needed to defend ourselves, pool stick, right? Like this could be that. So there's many options of using that's not always going to look like a staff, but if we need to protect ourselves, this could be a very useful tool, and ideally we want to keep that distance. So striking to the left, we have the left hand right at the Qingming, right? Whether that's striking at the knees or striking up at the head or striking at the waist. And then the other thing, we can get a little bit more power by kind of rolling the wrist and then punching through. So try just to punch about head height to the left, right? Really punching there. Yeah, right, there we go, right? Think more punch, less swing, right? So this is a swing, and we're going directly at that target, right? And there's that. And if you can get that power through here, yeah, right? And you can go for the knee as well, but that same idea. Really trying to... So the rolling of the wrist, to make it more clear, isn't doing that because you're going to lose all the power. It's actually kind of having it roll up like we do in some Qian, right? If that's a little confusing, don't worry too much about it, but it's just kind of rolling up like this, right? So I'm not curling it too much, but it's just like in some Qian where you do this, very similar. And so you can get a little more power as you come through, and it just naturally unfolds, right? Now the stance we're going to do, just like this morning, bow and arrow stance. Or I'm sorry, yeah, bow and arrow stance. Thought my brain was losing it there for a minute. So, does everyone remember a bow and arrow stance? Nope, that's okay. Back leg straight, exactly. We have our back leg straight, and our front foot is half a foot in front of the back foot. So if I look at this line here, right, and here's my foot, about half of my foot in front. If my right foot is in front, it's facing 11 o'clock. If my left foot is in front, it's facing 1 o'clock. My hips are facing 12, right? So we don't ever want to really be like this. My opponent's here, right? So we're going to be using this stance, a couple other stances as well, but that stance, and now we've kind of figured out the left strike, right? Right? It doesn't really matter. Not for this part. Not for this part. We can do it as it would be in the opening. So go ahead and have your left foot forward. Be in a bow and arrow stance. Right? So my feet are facing 1 o'clock. My hips are facing 12. And I'm just going to strike the knee, strike the head. Right? Making sure that left hand is on the Qingming. Just kind of getting familiar here with this movement, right? Using the straightening of that back leg, but keeping that front leg bent. So sometimes the mistake is people, well, the energy is going in my hips. We want the energy to be coming through the hands. So it's coming up from that leg. So that back leg can be straight. You straighten it, and that energy is coming up. But this leg is staying bent, and that's actually keeping our stability, right? So don't lose your center of balance, right? My center of balance is right here, so I don't want to be lunging forward and throwing myself off. I want to teach myself to keep this pretty stationary except for rotating around the waist. And moving the back leg, not both legs, because a big thing that often comes is this, right? I'm doing this. We don't want to do that. No, that's bad technique. The energy is actually not really coming through, and I'm throwing myself into a bad stance, stability-wise. Everybody does it in the beginning, so if you're doing that, don't worry. I'm not picking on you. It's all good, right? It's just very common because we're like, I want to get as much energy through as possible, right? We're throwing our whole body at it, but it's really just the turning of the waist and the extending of that arm that's bringing that power, right? You guys feeling pretty good? Or girls, guys?
How far up should your right hand be from your left? Like, where?
So this is, you want to be a point of comfortability. So, but you don't want to be so far up that you're reaching. Because I'm not going to be able to get any power here. And now I've taken this long weapon and I've made it really short. But at the same time, I don't want them to have them this close. So you kind of have to feel it out. It's not so much it needs to be 35 centimeters. You know, you kind of have to feel comfortability. So I encourage you to play around with it a little bit. You know, if it's here, it'll feel a little off. So then I go here, and then I try it here, and it's like, okay, but this feels really long. Okay, now let me pull it down a little bit. Okay, this feels balanced. So you kind of have to, this is another way to feel that balance, right? We're working on awareness. It's one of the reasons we practice the weapons is to build up our own body awareness, right? So this is part of the goal. We're teaching ourselves to move energy through the body, through another object, which can be sometimes easier. And then we're also getting control while holding something. Kind of ups the level, makes it a little more difficult, makes it a little more fun, right? So now let's talk about striking to our right side. Let's make sure we have our left hand in a good position, right? Left foot in front. Strike the head. Now, you're going to want to pull with your left hand to get that right hand in position. So I'm pulling with this hand to get that other hand in position. And what do I mean by position? I mean to get an elbow distance away. Right? So again, if I'm here and I just striking to the left, I want to pull with that left hand to get that right hand in position. Right? You want your right hand to be up. Yeah, like that. Yep. And you kind of have to, it takes a while to get the distance, but that's going to be too close. Your elbows are a little, your arms are a little longer. No, that's probably fine. Just a little bit, yeah. Right? And so that's probably not far enough. No, pull with the left and put your right hand up a little. Right hand, this hand up a little. Yeah, because that's going to be closer to your elbow distance. Right? Yeah. You can go ahead and check it in, check that measurement. So we strike, pull with the left, get that right hand in position, and then that left hand's going to slide in a little bit because we're not going to strike like this. We want it to come in a little bit. And then for here, we actually keep our right hand into our right shoulder. Right? So it's a little different striking mechanism. It tends to be more of a sweep. You're still striking, but it's hard to get the springy power through because of the way it works. So now, strike up. Right? But we want to strike up to the right. So you want the staff to be outside of your right foot. Right? And you want the pivot point to kind of be in that right hand. So you want to avoid this because you're just going to bruise your arm, and the energy is actually coming out and dissipating through here. So how that happens is you kind of bring the right hand in and then come up. And so you get this. Pivoting is here instead of here. So, you know what I mean by that. If the pivot's here, That's what's happening. If the pivot's here in my hand, I'm bringing that in and then coming up. Right? Right? And if you can get that sound, awesome. So your right hand is a little close. Yep, that looks really good. And something looks, maybe you're a little too long. Try to have a solid grip. We don't want to just hold it with the hand. No, don't move your right hand. Your left hand, it looks like you're kind of doing this, and it looks like it was a little out because of it. So we want to have a nice, firm grip. So when you come up, I'm not like this, right? So, head, knee, head, knee, head, knee. Right? Now let's see if we can put them together. So, let's get back into the left hand position. So pull with the right hand. Get your left hand in position. Slide the right hand down. Right? We don't ever want to have to really let go. We're just trying to slide. Everyone have that left hand in position? I'm not sure your left hand is in position. Yeah. Like this. So this side. Right? And we're gonna strike up at the head. Now we're gonna strike up to the head to our right. So switching hands. Right? But you want to slide your right arm in. No, your left hand was good. Oh, now you want to slide your left arm in, yeah. Sorry, giving you bad direction here. Right? And then strike to the upper left. Now pull with the right arm. Get that left hand in position. Let the right arm slide in, striking at the knee. Right? Now pull back with the right hand, or with the left hand, get the right hand in place. Let the left hand slide in, strike the knee the other way. Right? Now let's see if we can get this going again. Try it with your other foot in front. It'll make sense later when we put it into the routine. So this is a part in the routine, but it's good practice because these are the strikes. And honestly, the hardest part is getting the hands to slide and getting them in the right position, because the hands want to stick and all sorts of things happen, and you might even get some dust in your eye, so then it makes it even a little bit harder, and you never know, things can get pretty hard, right? So, left hand in position, strike. Get that right hand in position, strike. Pull, get that left hand in position, let the right hand come in, striking the knee. Pull back with the left, get the right in position, striking the other knee. And one more time. Upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. Right? And now look at your hand. How does your right hand look? Is it in position? Is your back leg straight? I'll tell you, mine wasn't. I'll confess. Are you in a bow and arrow stance? Yeah, me too. I wasn't either. So not the best follow by the leader's example here, but everyone looks like their hand grip is pretty good. Yeah? How are we feeling with this? Let's see it. Yeah. We have a quiet group this afternoon. Okay. So let's see it again. Upper left. Upper right, lower left, lower right. So, looking good. Get no, your hand is right, but we want it up here on the shoulder. Yeah. Right? So everyone's looking pretty good. Stance work can use a little work, but that's for all of us all the time, right? I mean, we're always working on our stance work. What helps is we want to be shoulder width apart. It'll make it easier for stability. And it makes it easier actually to get the energy through and to get everything too. You start to get a little narrow and it starts to get a little wobbly, right? So wider is always better. Having that knee over the foot in the front is what we're going for. Creates that stability, having that front foot turned in and the back foot turned out slightly, same angle, and getting this power through the back leg. So now let's focus on that, really trying to incorporate that back leg. So let's go upper left, right, upper right, lower left, lower right. And were you able to use that back knee at all? Right? Yeah, it's a little challenging, but you can bend it, straighten as you strike. Straighten as you strike, straighten as you strike, straighten as you strike. Right? So you get a little bend, but it's okay. It's day one. This is what we want to build up to. So upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. This is a sequence, but we do these different kind of strikes throughout the whole thing, so it's the same mechanism, right? Whether you're hitting someone in the face, on top of the head, or head height, or waist height, it's always going to be that same placement of the left hand on the hip, right on the Qigong, and coming through with that same power. If you're going for someone's knee or going for the ground, it's the same idea, right? We want our hands to be in the same spot, right? So let's actually learn some of the routine. Yeah? Yeah. Incorporate the routine? Yeah, they're ready. They're ready. Okay, let's do this. They're very quiet this afternoon. Very tired.
It's just Sunday, you guys, and it's just the first.
Yeah, first Sunday. Several of them are in a teacher training program, 4 of the 5. So, and it's day 1. And they pretty much had class all day, so they're being troopers by sticking it out. We love that, but a lot of information, right? So just do the best you can. Ask questions. That's what I'm here for. And don't be afraid to struggle and make mistakes. It's okay. We all did. I still do. So no big deal, right? That's part of the whole thing. You can look at it like mind training. You know, how do we deal with being tired? How do we deal with being a little not being perfect, right? And how can we work through that? So we're going to start with it about 45 degrees out from where you are, not too far away, because what you're going to do is first we bow, right? We always bow. We keep our eyes up in Kung Fu when we bow. And then we're going to step out into a horse riding stance. And when you step out, ideally the pole is in the center, right? So that's how you know where to put it, right? So come out, have it in the center, right? And now come back to your starting position. That's where you want to start with it. You want the feet to go the other way. Yes, yeah, exactly. So we're going to start out with that right foot. Everyone probably has a good thing here, right? So come out. Step out, we just bowed, and then we salute. I'm going to have to face you for this, but the salute is the classic Kung Fu salute, but because our right hand has a weapon, we're just going to do it like this, right? Usually coming out from about the heart, right? And you can put a little character in there. Some people like to pull the energy up and out. In the beginning, if you just feel comfortable doing this, that's totally fine, right? But it's that salute. So we start with our bow, come out into the horse riding, and salute. Yeah, right? Get that character. And remember in the horse riding, this uncomfortable stance in the beginning, we have our toes in. We want our toes in and that tailbone tucked, right? Then we're going to open that left foot, right? I'll just turn this way because it might be a little easier. I'm going to open this foot, this left foot, and then I'm going to kick it with the right foot and grab it and get that in position. So I want to ideally grab it so that my left hand is in proper position. It might take a little while to get used to that, but over time, you kind of start to realize how long your forearm is, right? So you're going to kick and then step forward, right? And we're going to stab. So what we really want here is our hips straight. So we're getting the power, and that right knee is bent, right? We're getting that power through the hip movement and through the straightening of that back leg. So you want those hips facing center and getting that back leg in place, right? So again, from the horse stance, kicking it up, stepping down, let that back leg be nice and bent, and then drive through, but try to avoid this. Let that right knee be in place and drive it through. You can even get a little turn in there, but I don't want to confuse you too much. Right? So good with the back leg, perfect. Try to keep that front leg stationary. Yeah, right? And use those hips. Instead of doing this, turn with it. It's awkward at first, so if it feels a little weird, that's okay. You get used to it over time. Turning of the hips to squaring the hips up.
So you're coming, you are, at this point, you're not square to your opponent.
Generally not.
And then that's when you square yourself?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. I mean, I'm not turning away from my opponent here, but when I come down, my hips aren't perfectly straight, and as I pull this back, and I have that bend, I'm not doing this, but there is a little turn because it creates some space. It creates some space, right? I'm here, I open, I'm here, and I step. My hips are kind of facing here. At no point are they all the way over here. They're just slightly here to give me that option to get some movement. So, well, it's because of your stance. Yeah, that's what you want. No, yeah, turn it forward, yep, like that.
So I have to turn like.
Yeah, it's okay. First time. Yeah, something like that, exactly. Except for you want that leg straight and the front leg bent.
This one is straight?
No, other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I turn the opposite.
Yeah. So now you get to use your brain to bring them both together, right? We're all going to have some challenges here. I guarantee it. This is part of the weapon. Yeah. It's because it's getting the body to move as one unit. So here too, you're going to want to, no, much wider. No, that's longer. Wider is this way, yeah. So turn this foot so it's 1 o'clock. Hips facing me. Yeah, and now make this foot. Yeah. So that's how you want to be, and then you get a little turn. And we don't really want to do this. It's not a this movement. It's this knee really is only moving a little bit, but it's just kind of, if you see here, as I come, I land, it's not really moving. The movement's coming from the hip and the leg. So it's not because there's no power here. So you can bring it back after you catch it, right? Let that hand come to your waist so it gives you some space to drive. Because if we just do this and are right here, there's nowhere to go. I have to bring it back in. Yeah.
I step out into horse riding stance.
Yes.
I open my left before I
You're going to get it, Mimi.
do I
Yes.
open my left before I kick it up?
No.
So that's,
Yeah, you open your left and then kick it up.
okay. So then I'm facing, my feet are facing like 11.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do want that front foot a little more forward.
A little more forward.
Yeah, not a bunch. Just yeah, that's great.
Okay. And then,
Yep. And if you can bring this hand, no, hold on to it. Bring the whole thing. Here, when your hips are kind of turned.
oh, and then?
Yeah. So it's a lot easier than just trying to do this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
again, when you kick that up, go ahead and let that right hand come all the way back. So it gives you room. Otherwise, it's really difficult to be here and try to get the power. Yeah. I saw some good power there, Bethany. That was very good. Just try to keep that hand on the, it was up a little high, but otherwise, very good power. Right? So try to keep that hand here instead of out here. Yeah. But it's looking good. You could go a little wider this way. Maybe not so long, but it's looking good. Looking good. Actually looking pretty good from everybody. You might not think it, but this is day one. So the stance is, yeah, exactly. So when you kick up, instead of just dropping it right there, which I'm seeing some of the people do, kick up and bring it back. Don't really let the hips turn too much. This will help. If you kick it up and do this, you're naturally going to be in a position where your hips are here. We don't really ever want the hips facing 90 degrees. There's a slight turn, but if you notice, my hips are maybe a 45-degree angle, maybe. So have it out in front. Yeah, just out to the side there.
Okay.
Of course, I'm watching. It's always tough.
Totally okay, because that's exactly why I need to be watched.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay. So you want, no, yeah, a little more up, right?
Yeah.
I know I'm trying to get that.
So you could benefit from a little bit wider stance. Yeah, that's a good stance right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
And just keeping this bent, this leg bent
yeah.
always. And then, but then this. See, I'm still straightening this one out.
Yeah, because you're kind of coming up, and we want to think more rotating on that central column. So the hips are doing this, right? We can do that fun little, maybe we can do a fun little game. Put the staff in front of you, right? And just move your hips side to side. But try to keep the weight in the center, right? This is what we're looking for from the hips. This is the kind of movement that we're hoping for. This kind of washer, right? So the hips are going back and forth instead of up and down. It's the tendency in the beginning is people want to go up and down because one leg is staying straight and one leg is bending, and this makes the brain kind of go, what's going on? This is really hard. Once you get it, it's much easier. But yeah, we want to get this turn in the hips, right? So driving through, and this is more or less the pivot point, right? So let's add to this. We're going to make it a little more difficult, but it's, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I see you, but yes, you can. You got this. Right, so here we go. We bow, we step out, salute, open the left, kick with the right, make sure to have a nice wide stance, strike, and now a block. So the block is some chin hand. So when we do this and we pull it in, It's that same kind of idea. So we don't want to pull it in too close, because take a swing at me. Yeah, you can even go towards my body. It doesn't give me a lot of space here to block. Where if I'm out here, look, I'm going to stop that before it even gets close to me. So this is what we want to think about with our defense, is there's going to be that tendency to want to just pull it in, but this is not a very good defensive position. This is much better. I have all this in front of me, and I can defend, right? And you're going to want to work on getting those hips squared up to the center, so that's going to require a wider stance. Yeah. And it's going to make it a lot easier to do everything else. When the stance is really short and narrow, it's really difficult to get I can't get any power in here. This is, and my stability is really in question, right? So we've kicked up. We're now in a good position. Nice, wide stance, hips facing forward, right? Try a wider stance. Yep, and close that back foot. It's going to be a lot easier to get the leg to do this. If the back foot is open, that hip will never come around. You know, everyone, let's try that right now just so you have the awareness. Really open your foot up almost 90 degrees, and now turn your hip. You can feel it doesn't want to come, right? Now, close it so that it's facing just 11 o'clock. So here's center, it's just a little bit over. And now see how much more that hip will move, right? So don't worry, we all make these mistakes in the beginning. It's very common. Some of us even make these mistakes now after doing it for a while. So there's just things to work on. And really just want to bring that body awareness, and it's going to make it a lot easier. So we strike and block, right? Making sure to keep that right hand is more or less in my center line, and my left hand is just kind of right here. So it's close to the body. So try to go a little further out and bring that other hand. Yes, much better, because now you can block. Here, I'm kind of defenseless. Here, right? And my right hand is pretty close to my center line, or as close as I can have it to my center line. So I'm not way out here, because now I'm defenseless. I'm right in the center. And it's like, now come and get me. You're not going to have any more of my nachos, right? This is it. These are my nachos. I get all the gooey cheese goodness, right? Sorry, you ate too many already. Yeah. So when you make that, it's center line, elbow, center line as much as possible. Just like when we do the Sum Chien, right? So from that position, we're going to step back with the right foot. The key is not to step straight back, because if you step straight back, you ruin your stance. The key is to bring it out wide. And once that foot gets to that 1 o'clock, you close the front. Exactly, Joe. You close the front. And now you're like, okay, I'm in a good stance. Right? It takes a while to get used to that, like how far to bring it back. But just know, if you bring that straight back, that's not going to be a good stance. Right? So we bring it back. We still want those hips facing center. Right? Look at your hips. Are they facing the front? Right? We want our hips facing the front. We were in the block, and when you step back, you're almost right in the position to do an upper left strike. And then we're going to do an upper right strike. Right? And then we're going to do a lower left. And then we're going to do a lower right. Yeah. Right? So let's do that from the very beginning, and then we're going to practice it a bunch to make sure that our brain gets it, especially after all the hours of training they've done today. I think if I add it up, they're pushing 8 or 9 hours already. So, Seriously, well done. That's a long day with about an hour break for lunch and nothing else. So it's tough. So got to give it off to all of you. Even if you didn't in the teacher training, you're still pushing like 7.5 hours. That's a long day of training. So have the stick out, 45. Right, we bow, step out, salute, open the left foot, kick, stab, block, step back with that right foot, upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. Do we have any questions on that? No questions? Okay, so let's do it. Although this time I'm just going to watch, right? So you can watch me, or it might be more interesting to watch them, and we can kind of look to see how everybody's doing, right? So I can give verbal cues. Do you still want the verbal cues? Okay, you can tune them out, I guess. You'll get another opportunity. So step out, right? Bow. Sorry, I forgot to bow. It gets a little tedious after a while. Step out, salute, open up, kick, strike.
Don't you strike or?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a stab. All right, it's a stab. I should use the right terminology. Stab, block, step back, upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. Right? And we want to think, when I say lower, we want to think my knee. So it's pretty low, or your knee, right? So let's do it again. And this time we'll try to get a little flow. I'm just going to observe, so move at your own pace. If you have questions about what's next, you can wave me down. I'm here to help. Okay.
What's the height of the lower?
The lower. So we're coming in.
So if I'm,
Coming into my knee. Yeah, that's good lower.
and then for the right lower.
Same, but coming in for my knee, right? Yeah, right there's, yep. Give or take, there's room for that, but we're not really looking like waist or thigh, which is what most of us do. We're thinking knee. So for the shorter people, it's going to be a little bit shorter. For the taller people, it might be a little bit taller, just from the natural. All right, so let's do it again. Let's really focus on our stance, right? So I want to have everyone really focus on your stance, and we're going to go around, and I'm going to come say some corrections if I think you might need it in your stance, okay? So just doing the beginning stages of the staff here. Right, getting used to the routine. First few moves. So definitely, yes. And you can go a little bit. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. My eyes couldn't see the thing. That's pretty good. Keep that leg bent. No,
This
bent.
is bent. This
Yeah,
is straight.
exactly.
And then it's a block or a,
Yep, it's a block.
and then it's out to the right. And then it's
Right? So your back foot, your feet are pretty turned. No, they were in a good spot, but they're really turned. Right? So then that makes your hips want to go this way and not come around to the front. Yeah. That difference between the center 12 and 1 is just this much. So if your foot starts to leak out to 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, you're not going to be able to get that hip involved. So try to be mindful of that as we're doing the step, right? This is a key component.
I know. Just like. I forgot which one. Okay.
Yep, upper. Now lower. Yeah. Yep. You can go a little bit lower than that, but you're also tall, so that's about your knee. Yep. Yeah. Any questions on that?
It's just the stance. I'm still struggling with it because I'm so bad at balance. So like I keep doing this to myself and I have to keep reminding myself. And Selena's in my head because she's always like, do it.
Yeah.
Because I always am so like this.
Yeah, which is not going to help your balance. Yeah. So the wider the better. Don't be afraid to be super wide. In the beginning, it's easier. It's harder to get there because we want to step like this, but to function and get the hips moving around, it's so much easier. So even if you're like, this is wider than my shoulders, that's okay. It's going to be easier. Much easier than if you're doing this or this. Because this is no good at all. I'm never going to get this. Never going to get this hip to come around. Right? Yep. Okay. Let's see you in the back here before you fall asleep on the staff. So let's look at that stance right away. No, you want your foot over here.
Right.
Yeah, so think about that. When you're in that horse riding stance, you ultimately want that right foot to just go forward. Right? So when you kick it up, bring it back to that same spot. Instead of here, bring it back to the same spot. And the key, don't turn your hips so much. So don't do this. Because then it's like I'm stepping back behind me. So if we can keep those hips pretty straight, and then you just want to bring that right foot forward. Now you're a little too far forward because we only want to be a half a foot in front of the other foot. So where your foot is here, you want to have your heel on this line. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Right? And then go through the sequence. Yep, and see if you can get a little turn in the waist there, because your stance was really good.
Oh, sorry. I was in my head, so I don't.
Get a little turn in the waist. So your stance was really good, but you just did this. And we want to turn the hips. Get the hips to turn. So turn in the way you want to strike. No, the other way. Yeah, so let's start again. Right? Kick it up, step. See your hip, let your hip kind of face this way, and then just turn it forward. Yeah. But do that as you're striking.
No, it's not good.
Oh, well, we all have to start somewhere. Yeah.
I do the inverse.
Yeah, you do the inverse. I think because you're just kind of thinking really hard about it. Try to just do it somewhat naturally. Move the hips with the energy. So they're just moving with the energy. Right? No need to overthink too much. Just do it naturally. Kick it up, and now strike forward. Yeah, and you did it right there. Oftentimes, that's part of the issue, is we start to get in our head, and we start to overthink and overanalyze, and In Chinese Kung Fu, the Chinese they just do it. And you just do it, and after doing it a couple hundred times, everything starts to fall into place. So I'm giving you a lot of technical talk, but you can ignore it. It's okay. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, don't allow it to get into your head too much, and you're like, oh, I gotta, because it's easy to do that. So just think, kick it up, strike, right? And then block. Step back, upper, knee. Yeah? Let's see a few from everybody. Right? So just the opening movement, right? We're going to bow in, we're going to strike, block, step back, upper left, upper right, knees. Oh, nice springy power on that one, Joe. I could see, yeah, ooh, look at that. Yeah, that was good work. In case you're wondering.
The right, striking to the right with my, feels awkward, so I'm coming here, and it's up that way, correct?
Yeah.
That should be this,
It's okay if it's a little turned.
and then I'm switching to here,
Yep.
and then I'm switching back to there.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to still have it relatively straight. We don't want to turn too much because we don't want to ever offer our back up to our opponent. But we are swinging across with that top arm. So there is a little bit of exposure happening with that shoulder, right? In order for me to come across, that shoulder's there. But we just don't want to be, yeah. And my hips are still relatively straight. Right?
So it's when you're kind of bringing it from the left hand is kind of down here, and it's going up here.
Yeah, I find, if you sounds like you're ready for a little more technical, I find, and everyone kind of has to find what works for them, but I find instead of trying to pivot here, bringing that right hand in and then pivoting on the right hand. So get from here, right, pull back with the left, get the right in position. As you're pulling that right into place, that left hand's coming up, and now you're pivoting right on that right arm. Did you feel the difference there? Yeah. And that way you're not going to bruise up your arm, right? Because we're trying to avoid that. You can hear it. It's hitting my arm. It's going to bruise it. I've bruised my arm a lot doing this.
Almost like a lever.
Exactly like a lever. That's exactly right. Yeah. And you're just changing the leverage point. So when we do this, the leverage point is like right here. And that's why it's hitting us. But if you bring that right hand in before you come up, the leverage point is here. And so then the energy is going to travel here. Otherwise, the energy dissipates into the two ends. So we want the energy to go to the end that we're striking with, right? Yeah. Do we have this locked in? Are we ready for more? I hear a no. Okay, so let's do this a few more times. It's maybe not the most exciting combo, I understand, but think that that person that cut you off in the road, or that person that maybe, did something that you weren't so happy about. They ate your last nacho. They took that slice of pizza. What? Made you do plank for 10 minutes. Whatever it is, maybe just think, all right, I'm going to get a little revenge. I'm not going to hurt them too bad, but I'm just going to work out some frustrations. Maybe you want to picture me because I'm the one teaching you this, right? And you're like, when's dinner? Okay, Buddha-san, here, one to the knees for you. That's okay, you can use me for motivation. I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's all right. Or turn it into a game. You know, you don't want to think about hitting a person, awesome. Then turn it into a game, you know, and you're just scoring points. Let me get, ooh, that's 1,000 points to the head, 1,000 points upper, 1,000, ooh, that one wasn't so good, I only get 500. And just see if you can do a little bit better. You know, whatever it takes to kind of motivate you, but try to turn it into something somewhat fun, somewhat you can really get into it, because that's kind of the goal. Let's see it, Mimi. Oh, he's ready for some more. Oh, no, that's okay. Are you okay? See if you can turn your brain off, right? It's been a long day. Yeah, perfect. Boom, nailed it. Lock it up. Yep. Now step back. Yeah, upper left. Yeah, right here. Hit my stick. Hit the stick right here if you can. Hit the stick. Yeah. Right, upper right.
I think I'm broke for today.
You broke for today?
My brain, my English, everything is taken today now. But I try.
Okay. Okay, well, that's all we can ask, but I understand if you've reached your capacity. It's understandable after 47 hours of teaching and learning, or teacher training. It's an exaggeration there, but I'm sure it feels like that. You guys have been at it all day. Yep. But upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. You got this? Let's see you. Other, yes. There we go. Yep. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yep, just like that. Yeah, and just bring that right hand in. Get that left hand in position. Okay. Let's see what you got. Ooh, as the sun comes out to shine on you. So we want to be upper there. Think head. No, think head.
Head.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yep, head. Knees, yeah. Yes. Now your legs are pretty long.
Stance is too wide.
Yeah, well, it's really long. Yeah. So you can shorten it up a good, but the movements are there. Okay. This is good. And the leg movements are there as well. So very good. Yeah. Keep it up. Just think you don't have to take such big steps. You can just shorten it up, and you'll actually be able to get a little bit more power in the leg because of it. Yeah. But this is good. Let's see what you got, because I'm gonna teach us the next move, and it's okay if you want to just stay on what we've already learned and not move forward. But I do want to help everyone. But let's see what you got. I think you're probably ready. Yep. Make sure to keep that right hand, just up a little bit higher, but yeah, like on your shoulder. Yeah. Yep. exactly. So that left, but otherwise, yeah, perfect. To the right, it's really difficult. Yeah, so you can't expect it as much to the right. It's much easier to the left because of the way we can get the springy power. But Master Ian's even described it to me that the right is almost more of a sweep. We're not doing this big sweeping motion, but it just ends up kind of being a little bit more like a sweeping attack instead of so much of a direct attack because of the dynamic of, and it's really hard to get the springy in there. You can, but it's hard. It's much easier to get it to the left side because you're kind of punching with the right, and we're not really punching. You can try, but it's a little bit more sweep because of the way the lever is working. But you can try to punch. But you also can't get the roll of the wrist, where you can get this roll of the wrist here, and it's difficult to, like I'm getting some energy through there, but I don't get that roll of the wrist. Okay, so let's move on. You're welcome to stay at this spot and just practice what we've just done. But for those of you who want some more, we're going to go a little bit further. So let's start from the beginning. Right? And move at your own pace and then just stop at the lower right. Right? And from there I'll give direction, but I want to get this in. Right? Bow. Thank you, Joe. Right? Here we are. So from here, you can pull it up and let that left hand come down. And you're going to step forward as you cross across your body. Just like that. Yep. Now, yeah, before you do that, everyone did that perfect, the crossing, which is impressive because that's hard. But before you do that, you do want to get that left hand further down, the staff, this hand further down. So you pull up and then let that right hand come down and then drop so that you have a lot of the staff hanging out here. We don't want to be like this because it's not going to give us anything. Yes, nice.
To the left, there's more staff.
To the left, exactly. And it'll make sense because as you step forward, you're going to swing out and strike. So that's just going to come across. That left hand is underneath your right armpit. And it just comes across. Yeah.
I missed the footwork.
You just take a step. So from here,
Where we just did.
so it's lower, lower right. Pick it up, lifting it up. As you lift it up, step forward, bring it down. The right is on top of the left. Everyone's looking good. And exactly, just like that, Mimi, exactly. And then you just come out and strike. And ideally, we want to keep our hand behind it because if we hit something like this, only our thumb is holding on and we could easily lose contact. So ideally, we have our hand behind it, right? Yeah, well, everyone got that really quick. That's awesome. That's like one of the harder moves. So good work. If you can, turn the hand around. Yeah, exactly. So you're kind of pushing it out. And then from here, we're going to do a shuffle. So some of you know the shuffle. Some of you, this is a brand new step. But you're just going to push from the back leg and take a step with the front, and then the back's going to follow. Right? So just push from the back leg, step forward with the right, and the left foot follows. Right? Now, as you do that, you're going to let that left hand come up. So as you step, the left hand comes up to meet the right hand, and then it pulls it so that that right hand is in position. No, just keep it like this. Yeah. I would say try to get that right hand a little bit up, but it's not going to matter too much. And but ideally you kind of want it forearm length away, right? But everyone's looking very good. Okay, so let's just go from this again. This is usually the part I have the most, but you guys got it super quick. Awesome. So we're here, we're in that position where we just did a lower right strike to the knee. We pull it up, get that left hand in position, step, cross the arms over, strike, and then shuffle, bringing that left hand, and then pulling back with the right hand. No, it looks great. It looks great. It looks awesome. It makes me want to teach you the next step because that was so good. Okay, so this one's kind of fun. You're going to use your hips and we're going to turn 90 degrees. So it's called a 90-degree turn. So just try to turn 90 degrees. Don't worry about the staff so much right now. And now come back to center. Right? So come back to center, feet facing forward. And now turn 90 degrees. And you're just turning on the heel. Right? Come back to center. Now we're going to add the element of the stick. You're going to use the hip movement to let the stick come up and down. And what I mean is, when you turn, it comes up and does this. So have it come out to the side. Right? So, right idea, but instead of turning it all the way here, just keep it facing forward, and so when you turn, it doesn't turn. So, So, do it again. Keep the arm here. Turn your feet, but keep your arm here, and then do it. But don't do that. Do this. See, look. Turn. Yes, just like that. Yeah, exactly. So we're using the turn of the hip. We're using that turn of the hip to move it. If you can, Bernadette, try to get that in front of you. Yeah. So you just turn, and then you want that end in front. So it's easier if your hand is closer to the end. If your right hand is close to this end, yeah, it's much easier. Right? Well, you're going to do something with it in a minute. So our hips are facing this wall. Oh, I see what the issue is. Yes. Now try it. Yeah, it'd be much easier. Yeah, we just had to get the grip right there. That was my fault for not noticing. Yeah. So obviously the closer it is towards the end, the kind of easier it is to get it to move, right? So we just shuffled. Now we turn, right? And I'm going to just come up here into the front. You're just going to pull it through and grab. And now take a step with the right foot and stab. And you want to think about the height of the throat.
You're stabbing is kind of straight
Yep.
out, parallel, perpendicular to your body? Perpendicular to your body?
Yeah, perpendicular to your hips. That's the way to think about that. Your hips are facing this wall, and you're making a T kind of idea. I mean, not really a T because there's nothing going out here, but yeah. So let's, and that's going to be plenty. We can just practice that. So again, we can start from that, right? That we just did the right knee. Oh, you're all good. We just did the right knee. So make sure that your right hand is palm up. Yep. Right hand is palm up. And we're going to do that cross. And we're going to just step forward with the left or with the right foot and allow the I personally have my right hand slide down when I do this, and then you come out, right? And now we're going to shuffle, and as we shuffle, we move that left hand, the one under our armpit, up to the other hand, and then you just pull back. So, yeah. So it doesn't go in front of it, it just goes up to it. And then, and then it pulls the right hand in position. And then we're going to do our 90-degree turn that we're also good at. Yep. Now pull it through, grab it with the left hand, and step with the right foot. And stab. Nope, switch your hands. Switch your hands. So, yeah, your right hand is always up, your left hand is always down. Right up, left down. That's how we like to get around. I don't know, that's the song I just made up. Okay. Yeah, not such the best song, but that's the movement. So let's see if we can do it all together. Right? From the beginning. Okay. Right, coming out, we have our bow, our salute, our stab, block, step. Now that big step forward and cross, shuffle, strike. Just strike first. Yeah, strike, exactly. And now shuffle. Bringing that left hand up. Right hand moves. Turning on those hips. Pull it through. Step with the right foot. Pull it through. No, not like that.
That's where I'm messing up.
Yeah, so you're here. You're here. Do like this.
Oh, because I was like, hey, it's not.
Yeah. So you just pull it through is probably not the best terminology. Swing it under is probably a better way to describe it.
No, that still works. I just was like, that's where I'm messing it up. Like,
Yeah, you're doing the shuffle there. Yeah. And then we step forward with the right foot and stab. And that's very good because that brings us into the next section, and that's as far as I want to get usually in the first day. That's it. That's the first. So we have a few more minutes. Let's see if you can do it without my direction, right? This will be fun. We'll see. We'll see how everybody does. See how.
I was flying, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just that part, this little thing is just messing me up. Okay.
Do I step again? I must.
No, you shuffle.
That's what I forgot too.
Yep, you just shuffle. So step forward with that right foot, and then do that. Yep. Just like that. No, you wanted to do this first.
All I needed was that switch of hand. That was like the only thing that I was.
No, just strike. Yeah, exactly. So from here. Yeah, shuffle. Right? And then we do our turn. Right? And then pull it through and step and stab. Yeah, exactly like that. Add sound effects. Totally add sound effects. Yeah, get into it. Have some fun with it. That's the point, right? We want to enjoy ourselves here. we want. It's okay. Our frazzled brains are all cooked. That's all right. This is part of that training, like both mentally as well, and just getting that muscle memory. Cross, step forward and cross it up. You?
Oh, yeah. I've just done this.
Yep.
I open my left,
Yes.
and that's this.
Yeah, and cross.
Correct?
Yes.
And then it's, I'm not line up, and then it's a
You know, you strike first.
Oh, yes. Plant, strike,
Yep.
shuffle.
Move the left hand as you shuffle, pull the right hand in.
Oh, but it should be more of like a, no, that was right.
Well, if you can, get it up. Yeah, like that.
Like
Yep.
left hand, what is left hand doing there?
Nothing. It's just going to get ready to grab when you
And
pull it
it's-
through.
And then you pull it through, step with the right, step.
Exactly. Yeah, and then just bring it through. Like this. Step with that right foot. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I think that's our time. Yeah, so we can rest our brains, rest our bodies, right? Go ahead and put the sticks away when you're ready. Thank you for joining us online here in northern Thailand. We encourage you to come hang out and swing the staff around with us, or any of the other Kung Fu weapons that we have, or maybe some of the other training. We always welcome you. It's beautiful here. And even though they've been training for 8-9 hours today, they're all wearing smiles. You can't ask for more than that. So thank you for joining us. Have a good day, evening, morning, whatever it is for you. We're going to go have dinner. Right? It's been a long day. Thanks again. And feet together, hands together, bow. Remember to keep those eyes up. Thank you, everyone, for powering through. I know it's been a long day. You did great. You should award yourself, because at the end there, yeah, a couple hiccups, but you all picked that last bit up very quickly, and that is one of the hardest parts of that routine, honestly. So be proud of yourselves. No joke. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.